Hey, Shalom Israel, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, the ones, the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the elect, pushing the word across the four corners of earth. And just exhortation, man, for all you brothers out there, because I know Isaiah 4:1, we're in those times. Definitely seeing societal breakdown, definitely seeing, now that it's warm out, higher rates of prostitution than ever before. We're familiar with all the scriptures that talk about a wife, a good wife, a bad wife. But watch who you give your energy to. Right? Watch who you give your energy to. Scriptures talk about prove a friend. You have to prove people that you bring around you. Me and a brother was just laughing about that because he's like, weird stuff keeps happening around me. The scriptures say, marvel not. When you see some evil in the city, or because the thing about having this word is talking about us having a light, making us to shine. We're at a certain frequency, and then all these demons that are around you, they can see that light. Right? These women that come around, they can see something about you is different. It's special. They can see that. And some of them, they don't even have the confidence to try to fill that position. They know they ain't shit, but then some of them are demons. They will get with you just to see if they can get you to kind of what does it say, trim your ways to seek love. All right, which we don't have to do that. Now in this particular one, basically they just caught the video just came out of Diddy with one of 50's baby's mamas. They just made a damn tape. I guess he had the tape of some type of blackmail material. But that's why the scriptures say he that toucheth pitch is not innocent. Right? Because a lot of people are saying, well, he really didn't do nothing. He just did some weird, freaky shit. Man, this dude did all kind of adulterous shit, all kind of extortion. The scriptures say he that touches pitch is not innocent. And these are kind of games they play at the top in this world, especially amongst Jake. I got your bitch. They play those kind of games. Like if you don't hate this place, then something is really fucking wrong with you. You got women with pants on that's your boss. Women that you work with, they acting like all flirtatious and shit. There's one woman I work with. She been all flirty and stuff with some young dudes. So I kind of asked her. She tried to talk to me. I wouldn't really respond. But I said, "Are you married?" Because sometimes she wears a wedding ring. Sometimes she takes it off. I said, "Are you married?" Oh yeah, I have a husband. Her come to find out, her husband picks her up every day, but she tried to kind of keep it low key. Yeah, man, just wicked shit, man. And yes, you have to kind of inquire. When you can't just treat every woman like she's single, because not every married woman has a ring on. You got to kind of ask. Now, if they lie, you know what I'm saying, that's a whole nother case. But you gotta inquire and do a little bit of digging. All right. Now she's trying to say that 50 raped or whatever. This is why there's laws on that. Right? That's a real common thing right now. Women just saying they got raped, years ago. He did this to me. Was the evidence at? And then now you have to pay some money. I think it happened to an NFL player. He had to pay some M's because his cousin said he got with her back in the day. He took her. Right, Deuteronomy 22. This is why all you Israelites got offended and shit. But if you was really rich and famous as you call yourself trying to be, this is the kind of situation that you'll find yourself dealing with. Right? All kind of. That's what they don't tell you about. The rich people and shit. They get sued a lot. They get a lot of women coming out. Some which you know, some which you ain't never met a day in your life, or you might have took a picture with them or something in a club somewhere one time, and then all of a sudden they bringing some shit up. Oh, he did this. Like I just took a picture with her. I don't even know you. Like it happened to shit. Bill Cosby. Women got with him, but then later regretted it. That's another thing too. If the woman thinks that regrets it, then it was great. Now, just bullshit, man. Deuteronomy 22 and 25. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die. In fact, let me select it. Let me start up. In Deuteronomy 22:22, if a man be found lying with a woman married to a husband, then they shall both of them die, both the man that lay with the woman, and the woman. So shalt thou put away evil from Israel. Yeah, evil has to be put out, man. This shit is just really gross out here. Right, and that's what these bras do. She went and got with Diddy. They made a tape, and then now with that situation, now that that's leaked, now she's trying to say that, oh, I was drugged, and it was by force. No, 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 no. Now now it was by force. Now that it's coming out. Right, but that's shit. A wicked woman is giving poison to a wicked man. All these guys got famous through rapping, gang banging, selling drugs, or at least pretending to do so. And these are the kind of bloodsuckers and leeches that you're going to attract. Oh yeah, now she's online. She's so innocent. He abused me. All right, that's why I was a law in it. It said, if a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto a husband, and a man find her in the city and lie with her, then ye shall bring them both out unto the gate of that city, and ye shall stone them with stones that they died. The damsel because she cried not, being in the city, and the man because he have humbled his neighbor's wife. So thou shalt put away evil from among you. Wait a minute. 22. I want to look at that word. There's one say a betrothed damsel. Say a damsel that is a virgin. Bathwala. Right, so, yep. A damsel that's a virgin. A man hasn't dealt with her, but she's betrothed. She's already betrothed. She's set up to be, to get with him. That's still adultery. Right, because she didn't cry out, the man, because he have got with his neighbor's wife. It said, but if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die. Right? So she cried out. But unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing. There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death. For as when a man riseth against his neighbor and slayeth him, even so is this matter. For he found her in the field, and the betrothed damsel cried, and there was none to save her, right? She cried out. See, you bras ain't crying out. You on camera recording this shit. And then come to find out, now she has a OF. And now she's trying to use this to promote that. She put a discount on her OF page. Like, what the hell? And then the other son, man, with the son, her son she got with the man. This is around the same time that he was conceived, so it's like, was this even his son to begin? Right, which I don't know if he got a DNA test, but I would always get one just in case. Right, Deuteronomy 23:18, a man that breaks wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who sees me? I am compassed about with darkness, the walls cover me, and nobody sees me. What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins. Such a man only fears the eyes of men, and knows not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts. Right, and that's something to consider with everything, because you commit spiritual adultery with the Lord. It's the same thing. The Lord sees your ass. Even when nobody's there, nobody's watching, nobody sees you. You think nobody sees you. You being seen. And basically, shit, everything in the dark will come to the light, but the Lord can actually show somebody what you're doing. Right, matter of fact, Ezekiel 8:2. And I beheld, and lo, a likeness as the appearance of fire, from the appearance of his loins even downward, fire, and from his loins even upward as the appearance of brightness, as the color of amber. And he put forth the form of an hand, and took me by the lock of my head, and the Spirit lifted me up between the earth and the heaven, and brought me in the visions of the Most High to Jerusalem, to the door of the inner gate that looketh toward the north, where was the seat of the image of jealousy, which provoketh to jealousy. And behold, the glory of the Most High of Israel was there, according to the vision that I saw in the plain. Right? An image of jealousy is an idol, which provoketh to jealousy. Right? Verse 5, then said he unto me, Son of man, lift up thine eyes now the way toward. It said, the Spirit lifted me up between the earth and the heaven and brought me in the vision of the Most High to Jerusalem. Like, so man, the Lord showed him. Right? The Lord brought him. Hey man, the Lord is cold. I'm not going to even try to over explain it. It says what it says. It's verse 5. So verse 6. It says, he said furthermore unto me, Son of man, seest thou what they do? Even the great abominations that the house of Israel committeth here, that I should go far off from my sanctuary? But turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations. And he brought me to the door of the court, and when I looked, behold, a hole in the wall. Then said he unto me, Son of man, dig now in the wall. And when I had digged in the wall, behold, a door. And he said unto me, Go in, and behold the wicked abominations that they do here. So I went in and saw, and behold, every form of creeping thing and abominable beast, and all the idols of Israel, of the house of Israel, portrayed upon the wall round about. And there stood before them 70 men of the ancients of the house of Israel. Right? 70 older men. In the midst of them stood Jaazaniah, the son of Shaphan, with every man his censer in his hand, and a thick cloud of incense went up. Then said he unto me, Son of man, hast thou seen what the ancients of the house of Israel do in the dark, every man in the chambers of his imagery? For they say, The Lord seeth us not, the Lord hath forsaken the earth. And that's exactly what our people do. And the Lord has forsaken us. He don't see us. He's not seeing us. He's not speaking to us, which he's doing both. Right? It says, he said unto me, turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations that they do. So he was showing him stuff behind the scenes where he wouldn't have been able to see. I said, then he brought me to the door of the gate of the Lord's house, which was toward the north. And behold, there sat women weeping for Tammuz. Then said he unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man? Turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations than these. It said, and he brought me into the inner court of the Lord's house. And behold, at the door of the temple of the Lord, between the porch and the altar, were about 25 men with their backs toward the temple of the Lord and their faces toward the east, and they worshiped the sun toward the east. Then he said unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man? Is it a light thing to the house of Judah that they commit the abominations which they commit here? For they have filled the land with violence and have returned to provoke me to anger, and lo, they put the branch to their nose. Right? It's the Lord showed them, whether he was invisible or he's kind of like an astral projection, or the Lord showed them. All right, we don't. Hey, that's the thing. We don't have to see everybody's business, know everybody's story. Because ultimately, the scriptures say, don't even worry about what the fate of the wicked is. They're gonna get taken care of. All right, but this is the kind of shit that our people are doing, and these situations always will come to the light when the Lord wants them to. She probably thought that was it. It was over with. Okay, well, we passed that, and then we had to get 50 to pay this money, or whatever the motive was. I don't know. I don't care. But that shit is gonna come out. Right? Just like the scriptures say, the refuse of a man is in his talk. You talk to somebody long enough, they're gonna tell you about themselves. They're gonna start to talk, and they're gonna talk too much. Right? The filth. Matter of fact, let's just get it. I keep quoting it. Filth of a man. Matter of fact, let's start at verse 3. Because that's what happens, man, to the elect. The elect is the beginning of their house. Right? Everybody else's house, it don't matter how much money you got, what you got. After this judgment plays out, if you well, let's read Sirach 27:3. Unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord, his house shall soon be overthrown. No matter what your name is, how big your name is, how many jets you've been on, how much money you got, your house is going to be overthrown. Okay? Esau himself, it say his name is going to be put out of the earth. So he's going to be irrelevant. All right, for all you Israelites, you're going to have shame. The scriptures talk about everlasting shame. You're going to have shame for a long time. Right? You false prophets, you're going to be shamed for a long time. It said, as when one sifts with a sieve, the refuse remains, so the filth of man is in his talk. Right? You hear these people speak, you hear them talk. They're gonna tell you what they're doing. Right? Most musicians, they on some type of drug or psychotropic or some type of inebriator, or up or down or whatever. They're gonna tell you about themselves. All right, pushing this adulterous ass spirit. It says the furnace proves the potter's vessel, so the trial of man is in his reasoning. That's why the Lord even said, shit, if you even look at a married woman, and lust for, you committed adultery in your mind. That's why you got to be careful of wicked thoughts. And it said that in Sirach 41, going straight to the line in verse 21. It said, or to take, or to gaze upon another man's wife. You know, you brothers out there with wives and stuff. We have functions. You know, if somebody bros come to your house or something, and women should be, you know, in the background. Really, really unheard, unseen. All right, back to this Sirach 23. Yeah, it's because in America, you notice things just are getting more liberal, what they call left, you know, less conservative. Where it's just getting crazy, you know. And then the next generation they get used to it, and then the generation after them, like basically we're that's why Esau's politics don't work. Basically, we're so we're so left that the former talking about in terms of their politics, we're so left that even the former liberals would be considered conservative right now, man. But that's that gradualism thing. All right, we have to go back to the old way, and at times that requires an iron fist. All right, and certain women they're gonna have to understand, man. They're gonna have to be in their place. Like I said in Sirach 23, it says breaks wedlock. Basically, you commit adultery. You getting with another man's wife. And then you go jump down. Verse 22, it says, thus shall it go also with the wife that leaves her husband and brings in an heir by another, which that's huge now. For first, she has disobeyed the law of the Most High, and secondly, she has trespassed against her own husband, and thirdly, she has played the whore in adultery and brought children by another man. Right? That's common too. Want to step out, get with a dude, and then she get back with you, or y'all together, or whatever stupid situationship that they think it is, where she's not talking to you or take a break or whatever weird shit, and all of a sudden the baby come out looking like somebody else. All right, this is what happened. She shall be brought out into the congregation, and inquisition shall be made of her children. Whose kids are these? Who were you with? Her children shall not take root, and her branches shall bring forth no fruit. She shall leave her memory to be cursed, and her reproach shall not be blotted out. And that's for an adulterous woman, man, for a whore. Her memory is cursed. She's spit, right? And they that remain shall know that there is nothing better than the fear of the Lord, and that there is nothing sweeter than to take heed of the commandments of the Lord. You know, and that's what people are gonna know when they see America burning. This whore is gonna be made an example of, and all the whores in it, right? All you adulterous men are. Hey, that's why it's important not to get caught up in this shit. Right? Whatever's causing you to fall, get away from it, cut it off. All right, and don't lay a stumbling block for your brother either. So Lord willing, it's edifying. Call Lawyer Malaya How Bashim Awashai. Bashim Kakada Shalom to your elect.